Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video, just a quick wiring diagram and overview of these new fans from Lian Li. So these are the Lian Li Unifan SL INF LCD Flex 120. So these are new out and they are part of the Flex range of components that you can get from Lian Li, which essentially give you a lot of, well, flexibility, hence the name. So flexibility in the way that you can actually connect them to your system and the method of control. So let's take a look and see what they're all about, look at the connectivity options, and then hopefully when you get yours, it'll make life a lot easier when it comes to setting it all up. So first of all, take a look at the fans. So this is the 120, this is the LCD version. So you've got an LCD screen in the center there, which you can program with lots of different animations and logos. You can put things on like the fan RPM, CPU temperatures, etc. Or you can create your own custom look, which I think is very, very nice. Also, really nice bladed fans. You've also got the infinity mirror on both sides, and also you've got 3 individual lighting areas. So you've got the actual blades themselves, you've got the stripe around the outside edges, and also you've got the infinity edge. So lots of RGB lighting options here, which for some people can cause a problem deciding how you actually want to control that. Do you want to let your motherboard software control it? So maybe if you're on MSI Center, or things like OpenRGB, or potentially even SignalRGB, those types of things. Or do you want to use the Lian Li L-Connect 3 software? The choices are up to you, and of course if you want to, you can actually install all of it, and then you can just decide in the Lian Li software whether you want Lian Li to control the fans, or there's a very simple toggle where you can just switch it to motherboard control. Very much like we had years ago with the original SL fans, so you can actually control the fan RPM from the motherboard rather than in the software. This takes things a little bit further and just allows you to do the RGB as well, should you wish to. So before we get putting things together, let's take a look at what actually comes inside the packaging. Now, depending on which version you get, there are various versions of how this is actually available to you, and also in various colors. There's black and white, there's infinity blades or not infinity. So those are just the plain white or black blades, or you have the illuminated ones. Those are choices which you can make. Links for all this will be in the video description. Also as well, something which is actually new and improved on this particular version. The previous wireless controller for L-Connect 3 was this one here, and they've actually improved it. Some people said that this was a little bit on the chunky side and actually did block some of the other ports on the motherboard, which hopefully you're seeing from some B-roll I shot a little bit earlier. So they've improved it and shrunk it, so you have a smaller USB dongle to control your fans and basically take advantage of the wireless options available. Now obviously when we're talking about wireless fans, wireless is the technology used to actually communicate with the fans. Obviously they do need power and they do need some form of connectivity, so they've actually improved this model as well. So this is the wireless receiver, and this attaches to the fans themselves. This has now got the new flex connector, which is in the middle there, which you can again hopefully see from some B-roll. So this is your primary connectivity, and on the end of this cable there are 2 PWM style connections. So there is one which is fully wired, that has all 4 pins connected, so that is going to do 12 volt, ground, and also sense, and also data, PWM data. There is also a fly lead as well, which is connected off that, so this is just for 12 volt and ground. So this connection, you can actually supply additional current if you wish to by connecting this directly to a power supply. There is actually an adapter included. So this is a SATA adapter, which has got 3 of those plugs on, so you connect up to 3 sets of these fans if you wish to, and that will go straight into either the PWM style plug, you can go straight in like that, or alternatively you can just go in with the 2-pin one, like so. So that is going to give you power and also allow the fans to communicate via the wireless communications. Also what you can do, due to the fact that these are the new flex ones, what you can do, if you want to, you can plug this directly into your motherboard onto a suitable fan header, and that is essentially fine. That will produce enough power to power the fans, up to 3 of them on a chain, and also you can get your PWM data into your motherboard as well. So again, if you want to control the fan speeds via your motherboard or something like fan control, you can do, and you don't have to use L-Connect. I would probably say use L-Connect and just again go into the L-Connect software and toggle the section for motherboard control and that way it hands over communications and PWM control from the L-Connect software back to your motherboard software. So again, be it MSI sensor, fan control, whatever you want to do. So again, lots and lots of flexible options there depending on how you wish to connect it. So where this actually gets new and exciting is with this new flex connector here. So included in the packaging, there are another 2 connections. So one of which is this one here. So this is your traditional 5-volt 3-pin addressable ARGB, and that terminates into a plug there. So all you need to do is to grab your connector and plug in the connection. And it will only physically go in one way. It is a little bit on the small side, but that just plugs into there. So essentially what that will allow you to do is now connect up your standard 5-volt 3-pin addressable RGB to your motherboard. So if you want to control the RGB lighting from your motherboard control software or OpenRGB, SignalRGB, you can do rather than using L-Connect. Now, of course, again, where the beauty of L-Connect works is the fact that you can install L-Connect software, get everything set up, and then after you can hand over control back to your motherboard. The choices are essentially down to you, all part of that flex setup. Now, another option, which is specifically for the LCD version, is the LCD fans. If you do actually want to make adjustments to the LCD display and make more adjustments than what are baked into the standard L-Connect software, you can actually connect it up to a USB source on your motherboard. So in that case, if you wanted to do that, you grab the other lead, which is a USB internal connector, plug this into the header instead, and then you can plug that into your motherboard and you can get additional flexibility and you can do uploads to the actual LCD screen. So if you want to create some custom graphics which aren't already built into L-Connect, or you want to customize L-Connect a little bit more than would allow you over the wireless connection, you can plug this into a USB header on your motherboard. So again, lots and lots of flexibility. You're probably extremely confused by now. There are a lot of things to take in here. I do appreciate that. So what I'm going to do now is go through the options and plug them into our motherboard so you can see it actually as it would be for your own system, albeit hopefully a little bit clearer. And actually, before we do that, there is another thing I want to mention as well. Included in the pack is a kind of a reverse connector. So depending on how you got your setup, so as some of us will have our fans maybe block connected together. Now the fans connect together very similar to how they did previously with the other models, and all you do is line up the pins with the slotted side, put them together, and then just push them sideways until they lock into position. There is actually a little marker on the fans there, so you know the locked position and the unlocked position. So obviously with this, it's essentially a pass-through. So all of the electrical data is going from one side and passing through via those connections to the other side. So potentially you may get these installed into your case, or however you're doing it, maybe onto an AIO or whatever. And you'll find that there's the pins on this side, but on the other side is just the flat connector. So they are designed to be connected with the Pogo pins on there to the flat connector side. So if we do that very quickly, push that into position, lock it in. So that is it. That is your fans connected to the cable. And then you can go ahead and plug those into your motherboard or power supply, however you choose to do it. But what if you've got a setup where this bit at the top is actually interfering with something in your case? That's going to be a problem, and potentially you don't have adjustment in your case to move them either slightly up or slightly down to make room for this extra connector. Don't worry. What you can do is we'll remove this section from here and we will actually connect it to the other end. Now obviously Pogo pins to Pogo pins doesn't work. So with this adapter, it essentially converts these pins back to something which is a little bit more usable. So you just pop that on the top there, slide it across so it's locked into position, and then you can now connect onto this end, or you could connect onto that end. So again, simplifying the connectivity and making life just a little bit more easy. So put that in place, slide it across, that's locked into position. So now we have the connection on the top. This does actually increase the height very slightly because of the kind of the spacer shim, but certainly should be able to get you out of a problem. So if you don't have enough room at the top of your case, possibly, you can put them on the bottom and vice versa. So that again helps with the whole flexibility, hence the Flex name. So now let's talk about actually setting up on your PC. And for this instance, this is effectively our PC. Obviously it isn't in a case or anything. I want to do that so it's a little bit easier to film and so you can see exactly what's going on without a case and other things getting in the way. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to plug in your USB adapter, your flex USB adapter, into a suitable port on the back of your motherboard. Now these actually only need USB 2.0, so you're not going to be tying out any of your faster ports if you're limited on ports. And also, because it's now a slimmer design, this means it'll fit in pretty much any of the ports on your board and shouldn't interfere with any surrounding ports. Potentially it will do on some instances, but as you can see, we've got it in that port there. We've still got full access to the port next to it, and also access to the one below for most USB adapters. So that's fine. So that is our wireless adapter installed. And again, this will be communicating with the L-Connect 3 software, which you can install from the Lian Li website. I'll put links in the video description so you can get access to all those should you need to. So that is effectively our kind of receiver, or for a better analogy, if you're using one of those kind of hubs for all your fans to plug into, or all your RGB cables to plug into, and it is a whole rat's nest in the back of your PC or at the bottom of your PC, this effectively removes the need for all of that wiring, which is fantastic. So at its very minimal, what we can do is grab our set of fans. Again, with the LCDs, you can have up to 3 in a chain. With the standard non-LCD versions, you can put up to 4 in a chain, but probably 3 is where I'd be happiest with. Again, you can connect it directly to the PWM header on your board, or you can connect it to a power supply. The choice is yours. So let's grab our connection and we'll put it into the plug at the top here. Put it on around the right way. And push down and then push across. So that locks it into position. So that is effectively it. Now, again, if you don't want to plug this directly into your motherboard, which you can do if you want to, you can use the SATA connection. So this SATA plug will be plugged into one of the SATA outlets on your power supply. Then you've got these PWM essentially adapters. So this is just going to give you 12 volts and also a ground connection to your fans. So all you need to do is to grab your fans, plug that into there, and that is going to go off into your power supply, and that is effectively it. So now your fans will be powered from your power supply directly. All the PWM and lighting information and the actual screens themselves will all be done via the magic of the wireless dongle. So if you can imagine, that wireless dongle is effectively replacing potentially 3 cables. So that is the kind of the simplest and easiest way of connecting these up to your system. And of course, depending on your power supply, you can plug in as many fans as you need to. This will actually communicate with up to 10 channels. So one block of fans, so whether it's 1 fan, 2 fans, 3 fans, or 4, that will be classed as a single channel. So in theory, you could have possibly 30 fans connected on one USB dongle. So that is going to simplify wiring for a lot of people. So that's one way of doing it. An alternative way of doing it, if you're not really keen on doing it directly to your power supply, and you actually do want to get the PWM data from the fans into your motherboard to control your fans RPM via the motherboard's control software, such as MSI Center, fan control, that kind of thing, then what we can do is we can take our connection, which is currently plugged into our power supply, we can remove that, and then what we can do is find a suitable PWM header on our motherboard, and we can just plug it in straight into that. So we'll plug it into there. So effectively now what we've got is the motherboard is now supplying the 12 volt signal and the 12 volt ground to the fans, but also what we do get out of this, the extra benefit, as the PWM data of the fans is being pumped straight into this header. Now obviously it's not going to allow you to control the fans so they can be different speeds, but they will register the same speed. So if they're both spinning at 600 RPM, your motherboard header will show 600 RPM, and of course you can adjust it however you see fit. So that's all well and good, but you're probably thinking, well, that's great, but I really do want to use my own RGB software. I'm not really wanting to use L-Connect. So that is where the next part of the Flex system comes in. So we can grab our 5 volt 3-pin addressable ARGB. And also what we'll do is we'll put this into the top of our Flex connector. It only goes in one way, so don't force it. So that is now connected in there. So now what we can do, we have now got our Lian Li fans with a standard 5 volt 3-pin addressable ARGB. So now we can find a suitable port on our motherboard, which we've got down here at the very bottom, and we'll just plug these in, and that is connected. So now what we've got is, potentially we don't really need the wireless adapter. You can do if you want to, it makes sense to do it, because then you get all the extra data for your LCD fans. But essentially what we've got now is the wireless control to L-Connect is working, and if we go into the L-Connect software, turn on motherboard sync and turn on RGB sync from motherboard as well. Now, rather than using L-Connect software to control your lighting and also your fans RPM, you can now use the MSI sensor, as you would for this motherboard, or again, things like fan control, that sort of stuff. So flexibility is the key thing here. Not only have you got possibly the market's best fans connected to your system, you're not relying solely on using the L-Connect 3 software. You can still use it, and you can use that to make changes. The choice is going to be up to you. So if you're someone who wants to synchronize a lot of RGB in your system, so say for instance you've got a graphics card, maybe an MSI graphics card with RGB lighting, you've got a CPU fan from another brand which is using the 3-pin 5V addressable RGB, you've got an ARGB hub, and you want to get your lighting into your Lian Li fans from that, you can do using the industry standard 3-pin 5V addressable ARGB. So I think that is a very nice thing to be able to do. Again, I've said it so many times, what this has given you is flexibility. You're not locked into a specific ecosystem, which I know a lot of people are in two minds about, whether or not they want to go all in with Lian Li or whether they want to go all in with kind of the more universal ARGB. With this setup, it doesn't matter which platform you're on, you can use both. And also, there is another thing as well. Lian Li's L-Connect 3 software also has an OpenRGB plugin as well. So you can actually use the two together. So that gives you even more choices and more options to synchronize all of your RGB lighting. Also, again, going back to the LCD screens, if you want to make even more adjustments to them, what you can do is unplug your ARGB connection from your motherboard, because you're not really going to use that if you're using the USB version. Get your USB cable, plug this into the L-Connect wireless receiver into the top there instead of the ARGB. Now what we've got is a 9-pin standard USB connector. Find your USB header on your motherboard and line up the pins and plug it into the bottom there. So now you've got even more control over what goes on your LCD screens. So whether you want to customize it more than what Lian Li's L-Connect software has baked in already, then potentially you can do that again for uploading things like custom logos, the Mike's Unboxing logo, maybe you want to put an MSI logo on, a dragon face or something along those lines. You can do all of that. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how this works and also how it connects to the system. There are going to be other videos in this series covering the flex models. We've got some other fans to take a look at, which are the ones without the LCD screens. And also we'll be doing a tutorial on the L-Connect 3 software, which if you want to see that, that's going to be an even deeper dive, going through all the flexibility, all the connectivity options, and showing you other features such as how to switch over to motherboard control for these fans or any of the other flex type fans. Hopefully it's going to be an interesting journey, and for those of you that are feeling a little bit standoffish about using the L-Connect 3 software and you really want to use your PWM control and your ARGB control from another brand, then this hopefully will get you sorted. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, smash the like button. If you want to see more content like this on a daily basis, maybe consider hitting subscribe. And if you do that, don't forget to hit the all notifications button. That way you'll be notified of future video releases. But for now, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. And hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.